Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video I am very excited to be filming. I'm going to be showing you guys the new BPerfect collection, which is their Manifest Dream Big. And let me just tell you, chef's kiss, it is beautiful. My favourite product in this collection is this palette. This is the Manifest Dream Big palette and it is so stunning. Like when I opened this up I was like oh my god, it is so gorgeous. So we have 35 shades in here. We have a mix of mattes, some duochrome foils, pressed pigments, super sparkles and creams, which I was really intrigued about. So I'm going to do some swatches for you. Swatch every colour because I will be here all day as there's 35 colours. Start off with some mattes. So there is some, awful swatches of some of the matte shades. Okay, and next few swatches are some of the pressed pigments. I actually used the shade Insta, which is that one there on my inner corner in this look, and they are so beautiful, so sparkly. And then there is also two duochrome foils. Whoa, oh my god, look at that one. Oh, that is beautiful. That's the shade Lily and Manifest. And then here is some swatches of the super shimmers. Wow, look at them. They are gorgeous. One thing I absolutely love about this palette as well is, like, although there's a lot of colour going on, you still have your nice neutrals, browns, like you can still create some really wearable looks with this palette. Okay, and then lastly we've got the creams, which I am so intrigued by when I seen them in the palette. So there's a shimmer cream, a matte cream, and then a gloss. So the matte cream is kind of like a nice brown shade. I feel like, you know, that'd be really fab to do some like smoky liner with. And then the gloss is in the shade Hope, which you can see there has quite a shimmer to it. And then the shimmer shade is called Driven, which is a gorgeous kind of champagne shade. That'd be fab as an inner corner highlight, I say. So yeah, these are creams, which I think is really cool that they added these in to the palette. Like, I love that there's kind of like different textures to work with this palette. So along with the palette in the collection, we have got some lashes, which I currently have on now. They are the most beautiful, full, fluffy faux mink lashes. I am so obsessed with these. They are just so nice, especially for like a dramatic look like this. New double glazed gloss. So this is in the shade Razor Vibe, and I also have that on my lips right now, which you will see in the tutorial. I do have a discount code for BPerfect, which is LEAM20, and that will get you 20% off any makeup and tanning products. It will also work on this new collection, so if you are thinking of picking it up, be sure to use my code to get 20% off. So yeah, this is the look that I created with the palette and the products today. So if you would like to see how I created this look, then please do keep watching. And if you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe, and let's get started. Okay guys, so I've just zoomed you in. I've done my brows off camera. I just used the BPerfect Soap Brow and the Lock and Load brow pomade in the shade Brown, and then I've just applied my base all over my lid and to my lower lash line, and we're gonna go and get started on this look. So I literally just have so many ideas of looks that I want to do when I look at this palette. I am going to first start off with the shade Squad, which is a gorgeous kind of deep red shade, and this is going to be my first blend. So picking that up on my brush, I'm going to start packing that onto my eye. Like, look at that pigmentation. Wow. Hello. BPerfect formula is just so amazing. The shadows are so pigmented, so vibrant, and they're just so easy to blend. I absolutely adore their formula. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to keep packing this on and start to build up my shape, and then once that colour is packed on and nice and opaque, just how I like it, I'm just going to lightly buff out the edges and get them ready for my next blend. So I'm kind of going for a bit of a rounded look, but I am going to blow out the edges, so that is kind of the shape that I am going for. Like I said, just using a really light hand, I'm just going to lightly tickle kind of like the edges of this shade just to see it blended out, so you can just see them. That shadow is just kind of lightly starting to buff out. I just like to do this so when I put down my next shade that everything just blends nice and seamlessly. Also just applied that shade Squad to my lower lash line, and next, like, looking at the palette, I really love like all the oranges and pinks, so I think I might do like my inner part of my eye in the oranges into corals and then the outer corner into pinks. I think that's the vibe I'm going for. So I am going to next grab the shade Gratitude. I'm just going to blend it along the edge of that shade Squad. So really lightly just buffing it. I'm only going to take this in about halfway because, as I said, I kind of want to keep the pink shades to the outer corner. And I'm just going to lightly buff that in and just start to blend that shade. I'm winging this out a little bit. Next, I'm taking this gorgeous kind of bubblegum pink shade. I think it's pronounced Lily, I'm not too sure. And it's going to buff that again along the edge of that shade Gratitude. And I'm not too worried if my shades get a little bit lost in my blend, because what I always like to do is kind of lay down my colours first and then I'll go back in and build them all back up, reintroduce the colours. I always, when working with shadow, always love to just start with my darkest shade and work into my lightest, kind of doing a backwards blend. I just always find that's how I get the nicest seamless blend between all shades, and how I kind of just achieve like the most pigment out of your colours. So you can see them shades got lost a little bit. What I'm just going to do is just go back in with them previous shades that I laid down and just blend them in again. Just make sure everything, like I said, blends nice and seamlessly together. Okay, so now working on to that inner corner blend, I'm going to take the shade Murphy's, which is a gorgeous kind of neon orange, and I'm just going to blend that along the shade Squad. Again, just using a light hand, I'm going to start to buff that colour along the edge and just kind of connecting it up in that middle part there so them two shades blend nicely together. But wow, look how gorgeous that orange is. So vibrant. Okay, now that that orange is laid down, I'm taking the shade Sneak Peek, which is such a beautiful coral shade. I actually think that's one of my favourite shades in this palette. I'm going to blend that along Murphy's, and then once I'm happy with how pigmented and blended everything is looking, I am going to cut my crease. Okay, so I have just cleaned off, you can see my lid. I just used a little bit of Duraline on this little concealer brush here, and I just kind of glide it along in the shape that I want my cut crease to be, and then just wipe it off with a bit of tissue. I always like to just clean off my lid before I go in my cut crease. It just kind of creates a nice blank canvas for it, and it just means that any shadows that you had on there previously aren't going to mix. So to cut my crease, I'm just going to use the P. Louise paint in the shade Blank Canvas, and you can kind of see I'm just going to stamp along my cut crease. So I always like to cut my crease a little bit higher than where my natural crease lays, so it just means that when I open my eyes, that cut crease is not going to be lost. Back in with the shade Gratitude, and I'm just going to lightly just blend the edge of where that base kind of meets my shadow. I think I'm going to lay down some purpley shades onto my lid, so I'm just going to pop down the pink because this will blend nicely into them too. I'm taking this shade here, Positive. When working with mattes, I always like to use a brush like this. You can kind of see it's quite flat. It just does a really great job at like picking up any matte shades and just kind of ensuring they lay down nicely and don't crack. So I'm just going to start to pack that on. Okay, so I've just gone in with the shade Pillow Talk from the Carnival XL Pro palette, just to kind of set the rest of my lid. And now I'm going in with the shade Insta. This shade is just so beautiful. It's almost like real wet looking. Like it's just so shimmery. I'm obsessed. I think it's going to make such a nice inner corner highlight. So I'm just going to take this on a little brush. So I'm just going to pop that into the inner corner. Look at that. That is so gorgeous. It has like a few different kind of shades of glitter going through it. You can kind of see up close. I don't know if it'll pick up on camera. I want to add a little bit more sparkle to this look. Like really, I just wish I could put all these shimmers on my eyeballs right now because they are just all so gorgeous. But I'm going to take this shade Anne, which you can see there, which is a pressed pigment. But like when you swatch this, again, it gives that real like wet look. But I just love the shift that it has. Absolutely gorgeous. So I think I'm just going to pop this kind of along where the purple and the pink meet, just for a bit of added glitter. Why not? Oh my god, look at that. Wow, that is so gorgeous. So yeah, I think the best way to apply the pressed pigments is using your finger. It just picks them up really well. But oh my god, like, see what I mean? They almost kind of look like wet. Like, I have never tried like a pressed pigment like this before. The formula of these is just so like cool, but I just love how like sparkly they are. So I also just popped a bit of that Insta pressed pigment onto my brow bone, and I just love how that looks when the light hits it. So I am going to finish off my eyes with the new Dream Big Lashes. Look how gorgeous they are. They are so full and fluffy, and they are faux mink. Okay, so my lashes are on. Can we take a moment of appreciation for these lashes? Wow. BPerfect did that. So big and fluffy. I am obsessed. Finished off my base, and then I finished off my lip with the, I don't know why I'm holding it like this, the double glazed Raise Your Vibe lip gloss. And look how gorgeous it is. What I love about BPerfect glosses, they're just not sticky. There's no like horrible tacky feeling to them. They're just such a gorgeous gloss, and this has such a subtle little shimmer going through it. It's just so pretty. If you guys enjoyed this little tutorial using the new Manifest Dream Big collection by BPerfect, I am absolutely obsessed. And just a reminder, you can use my code LeahM20 if you are buying any makeup or tan bits. Leave my Instagram and TikTok down below if you would also like to follow me over there, and please like and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video.